Do get the run, and Mitch is on the jet.
Triple duelist.
Oh my
man,
God.
this is good. This is delicious, man. This is like a nice Japanese curry dish laid out in front of you with all the gravy. That's what we're getting, folks. Hope you guys got your popcorn. You're ready to go because this matchup could be very, very intense and could go the distance. Let's see now, though, as the pistol is about to begin. And we got C9 on the attack, by the way, favoring this A site just to try and see if they can get some info. Don't get anything.
Yeah, Relics on that raise. This is going to be so interesting. And they've shown presence to long, they've shown presence towards A long and A short. Right now, Sentinels, again, as for much of this series, C9 have been good at obscuring what they're actually doing on this attack. So Sentinels may not know until it actually comes in. And there's this exchange, this long-range exchange. The spike is also nowhere near the C site. That might even pull rotation. Now, Mitch has got a pick towards the other side of the map. And all of a sudden, Sentinels are left with almost nothing. Just Dapper and Sinatra is all that remains.
Sentinels have zero information. He's going to see 3 players here. Does manage to pick up 1 kill. But I think now this is where you're going to start to see Cloud9 going for the commitment. 44 HP for Dapper. He has to bail out of this one. The paranoia is going to knock him back. But Sick is there, and I'm also just want to say, Sick on Phoenix, yes, I'm all about it. But look at this. Now that curveball went off, they have all the safety in the world to just send this one over to B or C, whichever, right? Pick of the litter. And Relics continues to harass them on the A site. So they have nowhere to go. They're pinned. They're stuck. This is beautifully done by Cloud9.
Yeah, it's a great rotation. Dapper does eventually take down Relics, but as you say, Relics has more than done enough in terms of what he had to do in his position.
They're so weak.
Delayed and also created a huge opportunity for rotation. Just look how spread out they are. That just shows you how much time they had after they planted the spike to just be everywhere. So right now, Dapper and Sinatra have no idea where the remainder are, and Dapper and Sinatra are critically weak. They're super low on HP. Vice is gonna... Oh, okay, he has his gun out there. Maybe a bug on the UI.
Glitch.
But Sinatra will go down. There's just nothing they could have done. They just got out-positioned. Beautiful round from C9. And what's difficult is that Sentinels took that duel like at the max range from the back of C site to C long. And as the defenders, you don't really want to risk those duels because if you do die, then it creates a huge advantage in rotations, which we saw C9 abuse.
And to make matters even worse is that when it is Reyna that kills you, it doesn't matter the range. She will get the overheal from any range. So she was doing that, which gave her a little bit more of that added advantage. They just had so much on C-Long to start this round that was just beautiful to watch. Now, though, as we go into the second round of play, the anti-eco for C9, they're going to continue to do the same thing that they did before. Play this one slow, try and see if they can put some sweat onto Sentinels, and then, when they need to, they'll strike. Oh, look at that camera, though. The camera did call out the 2 players on A-Long.
Dapper was in the camp for just a moment, but...
It pulls the rotation around, though. They still don't quite know what Cloud9 is going to commit to here.
Yeah, they have to gamble off of the slightest amount of information because that's all that they're going to get. C9, though, they are grouping up towards A. Oh, Vice just got the pick on C. Now, that there's a possibility that might encourage him to push C by himself, and then his teammates can pause, he can see what he finds at C, and then they can rotate back. That would be really smart. It looks like they may just decide to commit, though, onto A, which, as you say, that's where Sentinels are stacked.
All right, so the Lear is out, but that was to clear the corners, which they did. Now they're going to have another Lear, potentially. There it is, and the dash comes through. Dapper does manage to pick up the kill, but here comes the swing, and all the members of Sentinels go down in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, that was honestly amazing that Dapper actually got the kill on the jet, and I'm actually really surprised that C9 didn't lose any other players there. It looked like Sentinels were good for a couple kills at the least, but that was really cool to watch. And just seeing the slow creep from C9, they were really trying to bait Sentinels to kind of go in a little bit too early. But Sentinels didn't bite until they needed to. So great discipline from both teams there. But Operator out immediately for Shazam. We need to see a great game from Shazam. That is for sure. He's been a bit quiet the last 2 maps.
It's true. It is true, and this could potentially be it now. We'll have that Cyber Cage for the cross. And he's waiting if anyone would push out of that left side of the Cyber Cage to Shazam's POV. Still, though, no one goes in and commits quite yet. Oh, and there it is. So Vice, he went in. He saw the player there. He figured, oh, I can actually go ahead and pick up this free kill. But Shazam was there. and helped his buddy out, securing them that first kill that came through.
Yeah, that was actually a really cool little bait, and there is the typical Sinatra shock darts that you should expect to see. Sick in a close position. They may not expect Sick to also be in garage close now that they know that Sinatra is in C window to throw those shock darts. And so that's a free one for Sick. He gets the second as well, and Sinatra follows up for the third, leaving the spike outside the garage with only one player left to pick it up. That is not a good look for Mish. We'll have to see. Well, never mind. Zoms will take him out, and that's going to be Sentinels picking up the first gun round.
You can get the first 2 rounds, right? That pistol and anti-eco, but you know, once that gun round comes through, right, that's where we start to see where these strategies are going to start to favor. It started here too, right? I give credit where credit is due to Dapper to bait that shot out, and then shockingly enough, though, Sentinels, I don't know what utility they had available for the paranoia. Maybe could have cleared that out, but in any case, though, no use crying over spilt milk as we move on to this next round of play. Sick is going to try and take some space here in mid.
I love this as well. You know, we see the Punisher of the cam, and as well as just, the setup for the forward cam there. That's beautiful. Love to see this from Sentinels. We credited Dignitas from doing this quite often, making an aggressive play down B, discouraging C9 in this instance to really be there early on, and it gives you free placement of a deep cam. And it's unlikely that they're going to check this, and it's a cam to get mid-round info. And that's super important to see what is the rotation, what are C9 committing to.
And at no point in time does Dapper need to exit this cam. He's going to stay there the whole time. When the camera is yellow, new viewers may be watching, he is in the camera state. So he's there, and he's going to see if they commit to mid, if they commit maybe for the C split. There is just a lot of options that they have here, and potentially Cloud9, none the wiser.
Yeah, this is just such huge information. It's insane how much this should tip everything into the favor. But Tenth's already in the dark cover. He's going to punish Sick. Oh no, that is such a problem there. We'll have to see if there can be a recovery as Zoms is playing at the back of the site there. Sinatra will make his way through Spawn. They're trying to get to Zoms, trying to assist, trying to play the dark cover. The spike's going down. Oh, Sinatra! Oh, he's able to punish through the dark cover. That is such a good play. That will serve to delay things here.
Yeah, but they've lost some more players, though. Vice might actually... well, I stand corrected. Is they were losing players, C9, but Sentinels, they were going to take the terrible end out of that one, and now it's just going to be left up to Dapper by himself. Garage with this Phantom. They got a few, I think, 10s very beat up, very weak.
Put down.
We'll get that one kill. Maybe he can actually make this one happen here. He's just trying to play the angles, but he trades out the gun, thinking that maybe it had a little bit more ammo. That would be his only play there, but and not reloading so he can respond quickly. It's going to be Cloud9. They got very aggressive, and they managed to just pull Sentinels right into this. Also, let's not forget, Zoms got pinned, and she's got beaten up by those paint shells, too. So he had no options.
That round was so close, too, because Sick with the run it back, it's a really good play if...
No one was there.
Yeah, if he was, let's say, 3 seconds earlier, so that Tens couldn't be in the dark cover to punish that, Sick can probably get the assistance that he needs to survive the punish attempt. So that would change everything, but such is attack FPS. It's all about the timings, the seconds, the milliseconds. And we get 6 just staying in garage for now. And it's a mid presence from C9. They may just actually commit into B here. They do have the option to do that. But look at the attention from Sentinels. They are all in position to deal with this. So C9 need to create some presence elsewhere. They can actually get garage if they want and then double back out. We'll have to see what they intend to do here. Oh, wow. Okay, Shazam is interested in maybe taking some aggressive information here with his team. They've spotted that this position is voided. So now they're either going to A or they're going to C. Sentinels don't have the information to necessarily know, so they might have to gamble here.
Process of elimination now, but they will if they poke around this corner. Zoms, he just doesn't want to give it any kind of angle.
They just have to check the cam on A short. They know it's C now.
There it is. So now the push is going to come through here. Relics has managed to pick up 1 kill as they check all the way in the back of the platform, but Zoms is going to be in that default spot at the back of the Radiant boxes there as they push in. They're going to get a few of those kills, and Mitch and Tens find themselves a few here, and now it just boils down to only Sick with 30 HP. No utility, no hot hands to heal himself back up, no curveballs to be able to get into the site, and the only weapon that he has that he can use is a Stinger, but he has managed to get inside of it. If they swing this at the same time, this is actually going to be very winnable now for Sick. He's got a Stinger, but he only has 5 bullets. Oh! That's all he needed! All he needed was just 5 bullets on that Stinger. The rate of fire was good. What a play!
The Stinger, let's go!
Stinger gang, where you at?
Let's do it, yeah.
Oh,
dude, I lost faith with the Stinger recently. Sick, you've just restored it for me. That was a beautiful play with the Stinger there. That is so important too. Just preventing C9 from getting a grip of the economy. This was such an insane series of trades.
How did he get this kill? Like that kill there on Relics should not have happened.
Oh my God, he had no.
So beautiful.
Well, there's nothing left in that thing.
He had 5 bullets and then that was it. That was the round. Oh, well, we're going to get a little
he hit 2.
Clap back right away here. Hunter's Fury is played out. Sinatraa doesn't get anything with it, but it is going to slow them down here on Garden.
It connects with Jet and Raze, which is annoying. It's such an awesome thing
that's true, it did, yeah.
I just love that Sinatraa does this, because if you expect that certain teams will have patterns with their defaults, and so Sinatraa can just try to punish that at the beginning of the rounds, knowing where they're going to be. In most teams, it's going to be A lobby. That's where he shot it. So that's early information, and it's some damage. So that's a really nice opening there from Sinatraa.
5 ultimates online for Cloud9, though. 5! Empress, Bladestorm, From the Shadows, Neural Theft, as well as the Showstopper. Everything available here.
Oh, Tense is actually really deep into A right now. Now, does Dapper have a cam in the site? I don't see one. I think it must have been destroyed earlier on.
Oh, no, the 2 cams are going to be
right,
one in mid and the other one on short.
Okay. Oh, the spike is on. It's ready to plant it. There it goes. Dapper's going to have that information. Oh, okay. He's unable to get anything from the other. Surprise! It looked like he's trying to throw a cage there. Here comes Sinatraa with that Odin. We'd love to see it. Shazam as well in the action with the operator, making things happen here on the entry.
He's got that cannon, but he's looking to put that thing to work a little bit more now. Mitch going to play for this favorable angle. The Showstopper backs him up, and he knows Sinatraa. He was going to be very weak, too, so he just needed a little bit. What? Sinatraa, you psychopath! He drops down to hell. Now it's just going to be tens, but Zoms cleans him up with a classic. Sinatraa is absolutely a madman.
He's so wild. He's so wild.
Like, okay, sure, let's go ahead and take this giant gun and just descend from the highest position on the map and still get a kill.
Oh, it's so epic. The level of pressure as well with it as well. Like, it's just so cool to see that thrown into the mix. And we know how deadly he is with it. He has all these setups with his recon darts. You know, the typical one is from outside of this window. From just behind, you can send a dart into the grass position to shoot through the doors. So many things you can do with it. Mitch had to hit the instant headshot into Sinatraa. So beautiful.
I remember casting one of the first Valorant events. I think you and I did this together. It was Twitch Rivals.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Sinatraa busted out the Haven, was it Sova Odin play?
Yes,
and we're just like, dude, he's trolling so hard. And then he does it in comp, and you're like, this is ridiculous.
And I remember saying on the cast, I'm stealing those arrows, and that's exactly what I did after the broadcast. so I have that in my memory banks for the trolls. But it's 3-3. We're tied up here. C9 have not been effective on their last couple gun rounds, so it'll be interesting to see how this develops. C9 do have an ult advantage currently, although the Empress, it's not the hardest hitting ult.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's good for tens because he becomes more of a threat, but you know they're not really going to do much out of that one. And Odin does in fact go burr, but Phantoms always work out as well. First contact was made. Mitch does go down. Does deal a sizable amount of damage there to Dapper, backing him up. Shazam also is going to get tagged up quite a bit.
Gotta be careful there. That was almost nasty.
Sinatraa was playing. So what Sinatra's doing right now is he's playing this like little angle that is at the top of the ramp, and he's able to shoot through the wall. It's a doorway right to the right of Sinatraa. He shoots through that, and if people try to push out into sewer, they will be doing so with lesser HP than I'm sure they would have expected.
In for a bad time. Oh, this is actually quite interesting. So there was a trip on the right side. Okay, Dapper didn't realize how deep they were, and he's going to take one in the face. Now it starts to get very dangerous. That's an operator. I don't think that Relics can get to it.
No.
But still, 3 versus 3 here for C9. They've got the spike down, so they've got that time pressure on Sentinels now.
Oh, and Tens is going to be watching this flank. So if the player comes out from the grass or pushes out from the window onto mid, he will actually get the shot off, and he does. And then he's also going to get the heal out of that. So he goes into Empress. This is where Empress becomes dangerous. High rate of fire increase. He's also going to be able to get the overheal as well.
Odin is perfect for this as well, and Sinatra will finish off Shinobi. There's just one left to go, but it's TenZ with that Empress, just as you said. The Leer comes out. The jumping classic from him is so classic, and here we go, sticking it, spinning around, and TenZ, he's going to find it in time. Oh no, just that's such a crazy situation. Alex, how did it come to that?
It really, I think that the benefit there, we had said the Empress before wasn't the most high impact ultimate ability, but in the hands of TenZ, it gives him exactly what he needs. 13 HP, back into the fight, right? Even though his teammates are down, he's still going to be in that position to have an impact, and that's exactly it. Like that player jumping, like Sinatra doing that actually was the worst thing he could have done.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. I don't think that he expected to be in front of the Leer as well, and just so insane that they win that round. It's such a big round to win. Beautiful stuff there. Love the lurk from TenZ. As you pointed out, that deep off angle is horrible to
no one's going to expect
with.
that.
Yeah, you're coming in from the flank. You think that you're good to go. TenZ, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Takes down Sinatra. That's a deep pick, actually, all the way through towards the C window position. So that kind of sucks if you're Sinatra. And oh, this is a tough one now for Sentinels. You can see they're going for a full rotation towards C. Again, we talked about it. Sometimes you have to take a gamble, and trying to play for information, you take a risk where you might just die. So it can be better to just say, let's just stack this site and just hope we get lucky here.
Now, worst case scenario, you end up playing the retake, but this is going to be now a gamble paid off potentially, as Mitch is waiting for this dark cover to go down. Now it will be cleared. He's going to be that contact point for them. I would expect Zoms. I think he's in a current state waiting for the Paranoia. So once they get an inclination that he's there, the Paranoia's been dropped. They're going to drop theirs in turn. Dapper's going to be playing far back here by the platform. The flash to try and respond here for Sinatra, forcing them back. He'll go back to the comfort of that blaze wall. Spike's also going to be located on the C site. Now, with 20 seconds remaining, they're going to have to force the issue here. But as Shinobi pushes forward, he gets tagged up. 4 kills for Dapper in that off angle right at the back of the platform. Beautifully done. And it was because Zoms hit that nasty Paranoia.
And just such a great stack towards that C site as well. They did so off of really not any information. They lost a player really early on towards C window, decided to just stack the C side of the map, rely on having the trips towards A and play retake towards the A site. And it just worked out super well for them here. I think C9 would have been very surprised to see so many players there ready to go.
Think about it like this though, right? Like, because of all the utility that was on A site, they at least knew that if they went for the hit there, they would have been okay. And here we go. Sinatra is going to start these rounds off again with the default. He goes right for it wherever that usual spot's going to be, and then Dapper pushes forward. What a nasty shot there from Dapper. Relics and Vice are going to be kicking themselves for that one. And this round starts because Sinatra applies pressure instantly. Oh my goodness. There's just no respect. No respect.
Oh, he's just unrelenting with the Odin. It's just like the perfect gun for him and his personality. It's just like, it just looks ridiculous, but it's actually utterly savage at the same time.
It looks even more ridiculous because he has the glitch pop skin on it too.
Yeah. Oh, it's brilliant. And that will have Sentinels 5 against the 4 now, and even dashing away, but that just, Sinatra just catches him on the third go of the Hunter's Fury. Beautiful stuff there.
That second one was disgusting. Look at this here. I know we're going to get the slow motion. Yeah, thank you so much, production. Ooh.
And so a quick point here as well is that like Dapper is going to push up that far because when the Hunter's Fury comes in, it's going to actually clear out that position for Dapper to push forwards and take advantage of that. Oh, got to be very careful. They're playing a dangerous game. There's the run it back. Another push is facilitated here.
He's going slow.
Now not because of the Hunter's Furies, but the run it back instead. And there's a catch onto Relics. That's a beautiful pick. They'll try to maybe get a punish, but the smoke is there, so it's unpunishable. That's a great opening. Again, Sentinels start another round with an opening kill, thanks to an ultimate setup.
And what I love about that play was that Mitch, was like, oh boy, well, what do I end up doing here? He wanted to look at the wall because he was worried about the flash. He knew it was going to be coming up there, and he was anticipating that they would be coming through the dark cover. It's just Sentinels right now are doing everything right to stop this, and it comes down to aggression. They are meeting the Cloud9 composition that can favor that and play around that very well with aggression of their own. And as you had pointed out rightfully, it's because they have the safety of those ultimates to do it.
Yeah, it's such a big win to like have so much presence so early on. Mitch making a play into B. He really wanted to try to create a lurk, create a stronghold within B, hold it onto that position, draw rotations. It's actually drawn some rotations away from A, giving some space here for the remainder of C9 to get this spike planted. But they're 2 against 5 here. It is so difficult to win a situation like this. Sick though is he's caught with the ability out with that curveball in hand, and there's the punish. But it's all onto Shinobi now, and he's gonna get paranoid. Oh man. This is it was a good attempt. They did what they could, but Sentinels take an even greater lead here, going 6-4.
Because they had that numbers advantage, you know, you lose Sick in that exchange, that's fine because someone's going to be there to back them up anyway. I think you were right there. Valiant effort. They had to go for something. So now we're here at round 11. 2 rounds left to go here for Cloud9's attack. And Sentinels, they have been meeting them each and every round in their face, giving them no space to work with.
We're actually going to get a force buy here, but I don't know that everyone can buy on C9. Can we see the buy real quick? Right here. Okay, just hit tab. Maybe I'm going to get denied. I'm getting denied, Alex.
You got denied.
I got denied because I was looking at C9's money, and I don't think they have money for full buy, but we'll see some Phantoms at least 3 I saw, but the typical dark cover there at the end, and again the dark cover goes higher than the brim smoke, so it denies vision even if you're on top of the C boxes, as is Zoms, and they're going to contact through it. And this is why you throw a smoke like this, because you can contact through. The Lyra is getting set up, ready to go with the paranoia. There's the dash as well. Zoms drops off, takes down Mitch. That's a pretty good result, all things considered. But Tens, he's just so good, isn't he? 2 entries, the spike is down.
Oh boy, Relic's going to need to get out of there. Sick did not get an angle to be able to punish that. Neuro Theft is going to be activated. The Flash instead, though, in turn, is going to eliminate Vice because he only had that Frenzy to work with. Delir to back up. Tense his 3 kills so far, but his reign is going to end right then and there. The Empress will not live in order to tell this tale. It's now going to be down to Relics. Relics gets through the Blaze Wall! Oh, he gets through the Blaze Wall! But he tried to take out the Rocket instinctively! And it doesn't work out because the changes to Raze, her Rocket doesn't come out quickly anymore. Oh!
Oh no. That was an excellent round from Shazam, though. Shazam shut down Tens instantly with the first dagger. And you basically have to kill Tens with the first shot. Because if you don't, he will kill you with his first shot. So and it's pretty reliable, it feels like. I mean, just look at the as you said, the reign of terror that was put onto the Sentinel side, and it was a flick such as that. Well, that was necessary to prevent. I mean, the round was still very close here, but Shazam, we said he had to deliver more in this match.
He did not need to use the Rocket. Oh
I know.
Man. I know because you're raised, so it's just like it's in the back of your mind. Like I'm just going to use this Rocket because I'm going to get a kill.
Oh,
I totally understand it.
We get another contact up C long. Maybe they feel like they should have won that round. Are they going to commit to this? They're all here, so it looks like they're going to commit to this. Meanwhile, Sentinels see nothing towards A long. They don't have vision of mid or grass, so they don't necessarily know this is happening right now.
By the way, did you see that they left a Phantom on the ground for Sinatra in case they are going to need him to try and retake the site? Right. He can drop the Odin and then get that Phantom.
Get out of my way.
We're getting spread back here in towards mid. It looked like C9 wanted to go C, but maybe they didn't see what they needed to commit to that. And look at this position from Dapper. This is what happens when you give up so much ground early on. Someone like Dapper is able to take a forward position, and you're going to have to hard clear that.
Unless you just go back to C again.
Because look at the rotation. Dapper's in that position. They had vision of grass just now. Sentinels have all the information to know that C9 must be going towards C, and Dapper's now moving out. Oh, he could find a really good timing on the flank.
Yeah, he potentially could, and it's going to come right here at the window. So look out the corner of the screen. Dapper does manage to pick up the kill, and it's going to slow things down and pin them. They're going to get all this information now. Mitch dives into the site to just get control of this game back into their favor. Sinatra's going to be dangerously weak as he has that operator. They only have a few seconds to work with. What a shot from Sinatra. Dapper cleans it up as he comes through the garage. And Sentinels, they are going to look really, really good in that first half. 8-4 as they will now try their hand at the attack.
Sentinels are such an interesting team because there's so many just unpredictable rogue elements, I feel like, behind the success in their rounds. They're really good with their ult setups, and we saw so much from that. And then there's just like crazy timings they're able to find. Someone like Dapper is just always so good at playing the information and always just going as far as he can. And Sentinels just, there is this X factor to them that's so hard to nail down. And C9, they have to do so much now to get back into this one.
Let's talk about the playbook, and I wonder what the playbook is for C9. What do they have left in the team? Because Sentinels, it seems like, ooh, that's fatty. That's a fatty. Oh, that's a nice one. You got a lot of value out of that one grenade. Of course, Relix doesn't know that, but I'm sure when he goes back and looks at the stats, he's going to be like, oh, that was a good one. I'm probably going to go for that again.
There's no Sage as well. There's no heals for this. Dapper's going to get himself around the back of the box to take down Relix. He's found a timing, so at least they get the sight. But as you say, you know, that is a meaty
Got a lot of players that are going to be beaten up.
How you doing? Flexinja here. I'm going to keep this intro a little bit short. The content of the video is just own highlights.
Mitch has a cloud burst.
Yeah, I've been editing quite a bit recently. I have 3 more videos ready to go. And I just need to tone down
paranoia. So now they're going to go and play off of this here. Try and see if they can punish some of these weaker players. As Mitch is going to get the first kill. Sinatra's going to swing around the side, but he's immediately going to be dealt with there, courtesy of Mitch. But Shazam finds 2. Now, though, it's going to be Mitch at 10 HP. But will get wiped out immediately. Now Dapper, alongside with this one, Shinobi, he went inside of the dark cover, the Thunderdome, and he ended up losing that battle. Sentinels, they get themselves their first round win here on their attack.
That's a really good effort, and it's just off of a very simple pistol, just basically sending it behind the cage. And it's nice to see that every so often, because sometimes teams will try to make things, like the standard is to try to bait out rotations and try to like make people really uncomfortable. Yeah. But sometimes, like, because that's so expected, it's unexpected to just actually just go in. And
that's just flat out like straight up Valorant, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just take the side, go for it.
And that's a great start for Sentinels. They just have to be okay on the anti-eco. You know TenZ is going to have a Sheriff. You don't know where it's going to be. But that's really all that you have to worry about. Oh, dear. Okay.
This kind of changes things up.
As I was saying, that TenZ gets a kill, and so does Mitch. So now this gets very interesting.
Did they get any guns out of that? I wonder. I think they did. Well, now Shazam right outside of this, so...
They did not,
they did. Yeah, they didn't. Okay. Thank you, observers.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, dog. Now things slow down. Relic's going to be playing this cross here. He sees one. All right, gets the intel that one's going to be located there, but Shazam hasn't quite revealed himself yet. Dapper, though, a pickup and a kill. And I can't believe that Relix managed to win that fight against Shazam. Shazam had a Phantom to his classic. He's going to wait for this player to come to the dark cover. Another one's going to be located in the back. TenZ was there to back him up, and they'll pick up some guns out of this one, too. Whatever's left or whatever's left lying on the ground. A big, thrifty round win for C9.
Yeah, that's awesome to see. That's actually one of those... When you're thinking about C9, you have to worry about losing rounds like that. You have to have good anti-ecos because their players are so sharp. There's a reason why TenZ always has a Sheriff in a round like this. And, you know, Mitch is just sneaky. And there's just so many... Once you get a kill or two, what happens is there's lots of space suddenly on the map, which means that the players with pistols can actually start filling those gaps, and you don't know how to account for their positioning. And then things get weird.
Well, we're going to get aggressive and long, aren't we? Yeah, we are. He does tag Shazam, but they have no idea that TenZ has his forward position, and he gets the kill. If he gets another one here, he backs away. Oh, come on. My God! They didn't know. They had no idea. They thought that the play was solely just going to be the op going down long. And now TenZ has even more info. He's about to get flashed, but he'll back away from... he commits. He commits to it. Gets back to the safe haven of the cubby. He still has his teammate to have his back here. They're going to be very weakened. Sinatra jumps around the corner. He'll get that gun right back in his possession. Only player left alive is Sinatra. And that's going to be a clean one for Cloud9.
It's so scary when TenZ is doing that because it's like you're looking at that, it's like TenZ, you're overcommitting. And then you remember he's playing Reyna.
So it's okay.
And so it's actually okay for him to do these things because the extra kill hit, if he gets these 2 kills, he goes for the third one. If he gets that third kill, the round is 100% just done. So... Given how he can mitigate the risk of him getting traded with the Reyna abilities, it's yeah, that's the Reyna factor for you.
You got a lot of freedom when you play this agent. But I swear, if I run into you in ranked and you're running Reyna, we're gonna have problems because you ain't TenZ.
I we get Mitch mixing up the operator position. It's very good to do this because it just keeps, because the way you peek an angle against an operator is different. So move it around a lot and you catch opponents off, maybe like this, and you get yourself an opening pick. Oh, there's no trade. That's sick from Mitch.
What we wanted. This is what we wanted. Mitch gets 3. Shazam picks up a kill, but now Mitch is just going to go for this. He doesn't care. He wants his ace if it's there, but Tens does take the first kill away from him, and there's the cleanup, the 4th for Mitch. Instead, Cloud9, they are starting to bring themselves so much closer to this game. And look at the money, man. It's not good. This is a huge moment, but you can't count Sentinels out. They can win on an eco.
Absolutely, and this whole point about moving the operator around, in Valorant, this is even stronger than in Counter-Strike, because in Valorant, unlike Counter-Strike, you don't have that many flashes, especially depending on your composition. So you can't flash everything off like you can in CS.
True.
So it makes stuff like this, where he's in this is the 3rd time we've seen him with the operator. But position! The updraft combat, that is so awesome. Great stuff from Shazam. But we get the trade back from Shinobi, holding onto the short position. Oh, the paranoia is just stunning.
Oh, but then Shazam comes back in with the blades, dude. He's looking to shank some fools. He's on site. They got this spike down. Now they're going to be playing right around long. Where's this TP? This TP goes right into hell. Okay, they swapped the guns there. I think it was just important to give the guns to Sinatra there, but unfortunately it was going to be called out. And the open, Shazam gets himself another one. Oh, but Mitch is going to shut it down. It's going to be a 1v1, and Zoms clutches it, keeping Sentinels in this match.
Absolutely mad. Just the crazy blow-for-blow action in that round. Given some of the rounds that we've seen, what a different look that is for both teams. And Shazam, again, he's so much more comfortable here on Haven. This is a great series of kills from him. Shinobi there with that paranoia in response, just trying to do what he can, but Shazam is the man of this round. That is just to be certain.
Love the over-exaggerated slow motion depth there.
All right, so just a quick note on the trips. We get the trip on B, a trip on Garage here from Dapper. Oh, sorry, no, not Dapper. I'm Valorant, man.
Sorry.
Mixing up those ciphers.
I know. One day, DDK, we'll get the names on the agents. Right, I hope you're listening to us. All right, well, Stick is going to send this one right inside with that run it back, but doesn't get anything for it. And oh, he's going to get out of there, dude. Oh, no, this is bad.
Toast.
He's got to juke him. He's got to put the Nikes on. Unfortunately, he was going to be wearing some of those Payless shoes, and he'll end up dying there, unfortunately for him. But Vice receives Sinatra inside. Vice gets 2. The Neuro Theft is activated, but it's going to be a simple shot with the classic. Neuro Theft still going to be used. And watch out for that, man. Still get burned even then. Mitch has the angle, but Shazam had a better angle. This all boils down now to Relics. They're getting closer. He needs to make this play. He made some noise too, so they now know exactly where he's going to be. Sinatra Sick, I should say, got that information.
Maybe he just saves the operator here. This is feeling very, very difficult. If he had like a rocket so he could eliminate the back right position, that would be maybe something, but even still, you maybe wouldn't want to waste the ultimate. Yeah. Yeah, well, there is that too, I suppose, but they're just going to hunt him down. It's a shame he didn't go for the operator save there, but regardless, Sentinels, you can see that they're mixing up the pace. The last couple rounds were so extremely explosive right out of the gate. And so this is one of the qualities of Sentinels that is difficult to play against, because if you get caught off by that, it just takes one of your players to get caught off by that pace change for them to just start steamrolling.
It's hard to strategize off of that as well, right, Dan? Because one round you're like, okay, we're just going to be going pound for pound, blow for blow, and then it gets slower, and then they put some sweat on you, and you're like, oh, well, what move are they going to make? And then out of nowhere, just bursting out into the site. Like, it's been a quality of Sentinels that I've admired watching their games so many times now.
And it also is off the back of the ultimate too, just the fact they get the pick around C window. But enough about that. We do have this paranoia ready to go from Shinobi on A short. Now, little does he know, there's the entire team up against him. They're in the A lobby position. And he's going to re-smoke A long. And this is very tense. Are they actually going to commit here? Sentinels have gone into this just site commit game where they're not defaulting at all. They're just walking towards sites, contacting. Oh, it's going to force out Shinobi. That's a huge win early on in this take for Sentinels.
And you're not really going to be... Oh, I should stand corrected. Let me just go ahead and finish that thought in a little bit, because Vice is trying to hold this one off. He's going to avoid the paranoia. What a big play for Vice. but he's not able to stay alive long enough, though. Does manage to pick up 3, so now it's going to be left up to his teammates to try and keep this game going. As Shazam, he's going to have no armor, 78 HP, but they do have the spike on the site, but not a comfortable spot for them to be able to set this spike down, which they have accomplished that task now. And then Relix, he looks for Shazam, but Shazam was inside of hell. It's now boiling down here to Cloud9's very own TenZ. How does the Ace handle this? He doesn't. Shazam is going to end him, putting this at match point. Perhaps this long, grueling game is going to come to an end right here, Dan.
We'll have to see. We'll have to take stock first of the situation on the economies and the ultimates. So if we get that tab after the replay, we'll see. We'll get to see.
That play with Hot Hands, it's so low effort, and not mean that in a negative way. I mean that because Hot Hands is an ability he gets back, you know, you could just go ahead and use that there. Clear that side. You can also safely push that as well. It's the advantage of a Phoenix. Shazam, though, you wanted him to turn up this game. He did exactly that.
Yeah, and also with the Hot Hands, they're committing to the A side too, so they're just ticking all the boxes, clearing everything, and Sick is actually going to make his way out to front garage pretty quickly. He's not through the doors just yet, and they're going to drone through towards mid as well to get some early information. That will tag TenZ. Oh no, TenZ is caught. He didn't realize they were so close behind that, and now they're going to spring the action off the back of that pick. Sentinels are so good at moving with the action.
Oh man, but then Sick is going to burst right into the site. Now Mitch is going to find one. This is boiling down to the wire here, folks. But wait. The action slows down, and that's where things start to get a little panicky. Vice, though, he's been so great this entire competition. We'll get this spike down. But there goes Mitch around the corner. Oh, that's a big kill, making this one into a 2v2. Perhaps Cloud9 have a chance here as Mitch and Vice are going to push this, but Mitch, he's only going to have 69 HP. He's got to go inside of his Cloud Burst and then take this fight here inside, but no, he whiffs the shot! Shazam whiffs the shot. Mitch is going to send this one, and then Vice has his teammates back, and C9 are still in this one.
Unbelievable retake coming in from them. Just the nerve, the grit.
The Cloud Burst, like juggling, right? He threw one down, he was inside, and he threw the second one down, and he transferred in there before the first one disappeared. Oh my, it's so awesome.
It's just beautiful to watch, and just this play, this run from Sick as well. You can see there's the flash. You know, initially it's to punish off of the drone onto the rain, onto TenZ. Then Sick runs it all the way through B, through A link, walls at the spawn, and then just gets into the site to set his team up to plant. And with the Spectre, Mitch is able to get 2 kills. As you said, with the Cloudbursters, it's just honestly unquantifiable. You cannot predict any of that. And it seems like Cloud9 might be able to stabilize if they're able to obviously win this round. Maybe they can force out an eco from Sentinels. They're not done just yet, but there's a run it back available here for Sick. And he can use this to get information, to even possibly get a kill if he catches someone off guard. And he's going to clear out Garage. Is he going to go straight to C, or if through the window into C he goes, clearing all of the positions, and Sentinels have C.
They're going to play retake. They're going to play retake, and TenZ is waiting this out. Oh boy. He's going to find 1 kill, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know that the Cypher's going to be there, but now he knows! Oh, what? Okay, Dapper gets the kill. I was so worried about that one because TenZ had the vision, and then Dapper, he was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Mitch, though, does manage to pick up a kill. Cloud9, they have the bodies advantage, but Shazam is going to even the score here. He keeps getting these shots. It's big for him. There goes the Neuro Theft now. It's going to be used. Shinobi charges right ahead here. Shazam inside of the site. He's going to play this one, but Relic swings the kill immediately. He knows they planned it for long, that there's going to be 1 player located inside as the shots have been exchanged. He can't quite see the bullet trail, but he can see him when he exits the dark cover, and Cloud9 are now going to force Sentinels into an eco.
This is the game that Jess keeps giving right now, Alex. That was so crazy. Again, back-to-back rounds. Sentinels are just playing
this play was
an insane momentum. Yeah, this was just nuts. Like the fact that he pops that just at the right moment, and oh my god, how does Dapper actually find him is so unbelievable that he finds him spinning around completely clueless, playing off of the sound cues, and we're into, again, the anti-eco. So again, all of these rounds can be won, and I feel like in Valorant especially, these rounds you can, I mean, we've got the knives coming out here for Shazam, so let's not put it past Sentinels to create more chaos here. They have just been brewing chaos like it's their job, and so far C9 are able to actually be there with them in that chaos performing.
Oh my God!
Shazam! He's ready for everything, Alex.
He is, but Mitch is ready as well, and he stops Shazam as soon as he comes inside. Those blades, that was critical for them in this eco because of the impact that those weapons have. Oh my, Relix is kicking himself, by the way, because that's just a standard jump, right? You make that jump all the time. Now Mitch has this angle. He's ready. In case Sams creeps around the corner, he'll get the kill, and then he'll tailwind to the right. But he has to be careful not to tailwind into the box, or else he could get swung by the Cypher. Oh, but he does manage to safely get to the other side. You're going to have that counter as well for the Paranoia. Sick is going to wrap the corner here as well. Dapper's going to get the kill, and now things are going to look really good now for Cloud9, but Vice and Tens are still going to be alive here. He needs to wait for Tens Vice, which is exactly what he does. He has 60 HP. He'll get sniffed out by this drone. Doesn't get a lot of information out of this, and they don't quite know where he's going to be right now. Think about the fact that Vice has a potential here to get this kill, to make it happen. Oh, but oh my God, they do get 2 kills out of this one. Tenzo, what the hell? What a play! What a play! I can't.
Where did the operator come from for Vice? Where did he find that?
Where did he pick that up? Did he like smuggle it into the map?
Oh my God, it just defies all expectation that they get back into the side after all that. Again, especially with the jiggling.
Oh man.
The jiggling there on shore. I don't know why we saw, like, I think it was Sick that actually just jumped all the way across. That was just, it felt like they couldn't have lost that post plant. I'm like trying to look at the replay for answers, Alex. I'm like so focused on it.
All I know is that next episode of Immortal Minds is gonna slap, dude. It's gonna be so good. All right, let's relax here for a moment, guys, because even though Cloud9 have been clawing their way back in, Sentinels still have match point, and they also will have some guns. Now, Boombot gives them information, but they don't know how many players are stacking on C-Long. Turns out it's the entire team.
This is a great read from C9 because Sentinels have been doing this quite a few rounds now, where they show a little bit of presence and they are going to full commit behind it. And this could go very badly. Oh, the Hunter's Fury will come out there and the flashes and basically everything. The kitchen sink is out there and the trades commence onto the site there. Both teams, everyone is standing up on the C site right now trying to fight for it, but it looks like it's going to be very difficult to take, Alex.
Yeah, and now it just boils down to only one member left. It's Sinatra inside of Long. The spike also is going to be on C, so Sinatra just needs to save this gun. He can't do anything else. That's it. The round's over. They invested everything that they could into it. The spike's going to be located right in front of the garage entrance. It's done. It's over. But Sinatra, though, is insane. So perhaps he makes some magic here, and he gets a pick. If he gets a pick, that's actually kind of nice.
He has the arrow, but they shouldn't ever be peeking, and they have the spike control, so they should be able to cover everything. At this point, in a situation like this, given the stakes, you definitely play it as safe as you possibly can.
Squat on the spike.
And you can see how Mitch is holding this angle. It's actually not as safe as you think in pro level Valorant, I would say. Get little gaps like that. The pros are so good, but Sinatra's going to keep the operator alive. And I wonder if we'll see Sentinels just like mix up their style at all here, because as mentioned, C9 read this really effectively. They stacked basically everybody towards the C site to have the best defense you could ask for, because Sentinels have been playing this heavy contact style where they want to get as close to the site as possible with no info or as little info as possible given. Then they explode onto the site, giving you as little time to react as possible. And I don't know what's up next. We have to check the ultimates here. We see that C9, they do have Mitch available with the Blade Storm there. That's definitely something that we can look forward to, given that we're in the last round of regulation. And for Sentinels, we've got the Run It Back available for 6. We'll have to see how they decide to use these, and we can see Sentinels are leaning towards A right now.
There's been a lot of disappointment for Cloud9 fans today. So maybe C9 could lift some of those fans' spirits. What do you got, DDK?
It looks like we're gonna see C9 go for the mid play. They may try to get the Reyna into the window. So this is something we should look out for.
I am worried about that though, because they have.
And maybe they want the deep cam placement as well. That's something they have shown a couple times.
Yeah, they haven't. Well, yeah, they haven't played. They did play their cam, so they're gonna be playing that one for short.
Okay, it's more conservative than I thought.
Yeah, I don't think 12-11 you send it like that. But Tens has done some wild plays before. So he is going to make his way, but it's not going to be this quick approach that we were expecting. They haven't fully invested into A. Tenz is going to make first contact around this corner here, and Tenz gets the first kill. He can bail out. He can bail out. This is big. Oh, but then Zomz, going for the trade right away. They knew that they had to just kill that guy as soon as possible before he became a problem.
That was huge. I wonder if the plan was actually to bait something like that from someone like Tenz. Tenz actually goes back for more kills. He's so mad. I can't believe that he has that much confidence in a situation like this. You take the 5v4, man, get out of there. Either way, Sentinel's resetting back into the A play where the site is effectively just undefended.
Yeah, and they know that this is going to be swinging for A entirely because they did a from the shadows a Omen teleport. Now the no kills come through, but they'll get site presence and they will place this spike down. Now the pressure is going to be on Cloud9. A Blade Storm's out. Mitch has an updraft. He also, but the kill comes in, and that's going to be from behind too. What a huge play from Sinatra on the flank. They have no choice. They got to go into the site now. Oh, he's going to do the Tenz play. What a big play there from Mitch. He gets one kill. He's looking for another. The flash, it connects. It's going to force him back. He's going to continue to dance around this here, but now it boils down to the final moments. Mitch, he just picked up 2 kills. Mitch in a 1v1, but he can't do it, and Sinatra saves the game, and Sentinels moves on, but Cloud9 did not make that easy.